Hi, Stephen Sitkowski here, leading educator in the world of stock and option investing and trading. And one of the questions I get these days at a bunch of my presentations, and you might already be able to sort of piece this together, and that's about cannabis or marijuana stocks. So it's really interesting to me. Everybody's looking for the next great thing. Oh, well, we've just legalized marijuana in a bunch of states. It's legal now up in Canada. It's going to be a worldwide phenomenon. Therefore, there must be lots of money to be made in this. And everybody thinks, I'm going to get on the ground floor like it's a technology stock. All right, so let's look at the difference between investing in cannabis versus a technology stock. So when you look at a technology company, what is it that they have? Some type of proprietary technology. In our world, we call it IP, intellectual property. Now let's contrast that to a marijuana stock. What do these people have? What are they growing? They're growing a weed. Now, I know some of you are going to look and go, this is an old dude. He's a fuddy-duddy. He's anti-marijuana. Not at all. I am the most socially liberal person in the world. I don't care what anybody does. You want to smoke marijuana, not smoke marijuana. Doesn't make me any difference. So I have no moral ground on this. But I'm simply looking at a product that is so easy to replicate. I'm not a gardener. I could grow weed. Hell, I got weeds out in my front yard right now. And so that's the first thing. Second thing, here's what I'm watching. Supply and demand, right? So if I create some new technology, and there's huge pent-up demand for it, and the biggest problem I have is filling those orders, my stock prices are going to skyrocket. Let me tell you what's happening in the world of cannabis stocks. More and more production, and the growth rate for consumption, it's not keeping track. It's like the demand is about 1/7 of the growth rate. And I suspect that's due to a whole bunch of factors, not the least of which, if you think about it, even though cannabis was illegal, seriously, how hard was it to get your hands on some? Not very. From people who I know who are regular users, they have no problem getting all they want whenever they want. So it's not like where new technology is created and put into the marketplace, and now there's a built-up demand for it. It's not like that. The people that like it are already using it. They can already get their hands on it. Here's the most important thing. These big companies aren't making any money. And I'm going to give you the name of the three biggest cannabis companies. Most are still in the formative stages, so we got nothing to go on. It's not like buying into Microsoft where I can look and see what the earnings have been and the earnings growth rates and what the forecasted growth rates look like. We have no idea how these things are going to perform. But I know there's some of you who are going to be tempted. So let me give you the biggest cannabis companies right now. The first one is called Canopy Growth Corp. Symbol is CGC. Market cap is about $11.5 billion. Tilray, TRLY, they're about at $10.5 billion in cap rate. That means total value of all their outstanding shares. And then Aurora, which seems to be about the best known, they're only at $5.9 billion. That's ACB is their stock symbol. So here's my advice to you. I would wait until these companies get established. Sort of what I see happening is they're trying to strategically align themselves with tobacco companies. They feel like that is probably going to end up being their distribution center. So I would wait until that happens. And when that happens, great. Let's look and see what the earnings look like and what the growth rate looks like. I'm just not seeing any super credible financial people jumping in. I haven't heard Warren Buffett come out and go, hey, go buy all the cannabis stock that you can. And it just sort of reminds me of the phenomenon that we saw with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And at some point, I will do an educational program on that. All right, so those of you who are not subscribers to my channel, if you like getting this kind of information, be sure and subscribe. If you click on the notification bell, then every time I post something new, you will be notified. It'll keep us in touch, and my job is keep watching out for the market for you and let you know what I'm seeing and what my thoughts are based on about 40 years of experience. So till next time, God bless. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.